what? I actually remembered that I had bought a gift started buying gifts for the relatives earlier in the year because they're big hot sauce people, and I saw this somewhere and I said, "Oh, I better get it for Christmas," and then I forgot it was in the closet, and I go, "Oh, I got a gift," and then I got the dog gifts. It's just tokens. I might buy some cat wine. That's kind of a tradition. I always get them the cat bottle wine. It's like I think it's a Riesling. It's like, it comes in those, each year they have different colors. So it's kind of been a tradition, a family tradition. Well, my family tradition, I started it because I'm a cat person. And they're wine people. They're not cat people, but they're wine people. So they, when they're desperate and they run out of other wine, they end up drinking those bottles. So those are the token gifts, just little token gifts, and then, I'll pay for the meal. So that's, my Christmas shopping is done with all the groceries, and I've got the stuff for the dogs. I even have a gift bag left over from last year, a brand new one. So, Christmas shopping done. Last year, I think I wrapped very, very badly, but I have wrapping paper left over. Yeah, I might as well wrap it, This is the one gift I'm giving. So, that's so symbolic. I try to give symbolic gifts, so, hot sauces and, cat bottle, there's a cat thing. And, there's a rodent weasel in there for the dogs. But sweetheart, those are for your dog cousins. They're not for you. So anyway, had a good night. Had babies, and Agita slept. This is a new thing. Agita slept in her corner like that, and then one baby there in that corner, and then one baby there, and me here. That's half the night, and then I get up in the morning, and both the babies are next to me, and Agita was here. Yeah, but I got up. I replied to friends. I fed the kids. I had a burnt grilled cheese sandwich, and then I'm like going, you know what? I think I bought a gift. And I go check the closet. I say I bought it some months ago. The good thing about hot sauces is it doesn't go bad. And I bought it with them in mind. So I got that, and I got the stuff for the dogs, the rodent weasels, and sweetheart, that's not for us. That's dog shit, dog stuff, Yeah, it's for your cousins. It's for your cousins, your dog cousins, So that's I'm gonna wrap. So I guess a little bit of the Christmas spirit, so to speak. I get to wrap hot sauces, and I am eating even though I didn't really criticize them. I did and I didn't. It's my shit, I know that. It's all my and I've like I said, I have chosen this path, and now I can't complain that I'm not, following traditional, family tie things. My other family, we have other family here, but they're religious, and and I've had my differences with them, and I've cut my ties with them. But there are family gatherings, and even my father wasn't into that kind of stuff. He would go to it, but to be social. But that's not my thing. And they do. I think they do have a sort of it's not their main celebration, but I think they have a family get together on Christmas. But I cut my ties. These are the only people. These are the only people I've been relatives that I've been close to. But then over the year, if you don't kind of keep pushing at it. My mother, when she was here, she would keep calling them and go, come visit, and let's do this. And when you come back from a period of studying somewhere, you have to come meet me, and this is a family tradition. And if you push it, then people will follow it. But I've given up. That's against everything I believe, so now I can't complain, And they're meeting me. We're having a dinner in a restaurant, so that's as close to family togetherness as I'm going to get with the humans, But to compensate, I'm getting a lot of family togetherness with the kids. So that's what, So anyway, it'd be nice to see them again, and I'm not, at least I'm not showing up completely empty-handed. You get hot sauces. And hopefully, there's a liquor store near the restaurant. So I should go a little earlier and just pick up a couple of bottles of wine, cat wine. So then I have the cat-related gift as well, And we've got rodent weasels, so we've got a little bit of a theme, Anyway, so that's what's happening. I wonder if I can find a llama, because we've got llamas going on. Anyway, and I got a very, very nice email from my friend last night saying, she's not going to be offended by any of the metaphors that I used. And she was like, very sweet. She was going, you don't have to worry about that. At this point, you don't have to worry about shit like that. You've got enough stuff to worry about. So far so good. Anyway, from the babies, they can help me pack. Remember last year we had a lot of gifts, and they helped me wrap and everything. So the gift is there. You guys can help me wrap the hot sauces, okay? And I'm not wrapping the toys for your dog cousins. I'm just gonna leave them as there's too much shit there. Anyway, so okay, not the world's best wrapping job, but it's wrapped. It might even be better than I did last year. Be getting better at this. There's a little rough edges there, but that's kind of they know their uncle, cousin, whatever, is kind of got rough edges himself. So anyway, the kids found this, if nothing else, the kids found it exciting last year too. So anyway, whereas Agita is just like going, I don't want any part of this family shit. I'm a lone cat. So anyway, so my Christmas wrapping is done. That's it. My Christmas presents done. One of the big advantages of being completely isolated from humans. You don't have to do this kind of shit. And the presents I give the kids, I never have to wrap. My own kids. Anyway, bye for now. Okay, I just found on the floor, I got everything in this house. I got a drama llama to join the other symbols. I got, I don't know if I want to keep the drama llama on the sill because it'll keep frilling off. People will, it's kind of heavy too. It's got pointy ears. It might not be kid safe. So I'll put it up here. So we have the little drama llama. The ones from the Cineplex. I never did get the cat one. So the drama llama can go up here. So we do have a drama llama. We have a drama llama. Oh, there. Anyway, have it straight down, drama llama. Drama llama facing the other way, but it's a drama. The drama llama likes drama, so it's think fuck off. It's facing that way. That's the drama llama should. Anyway, bye for now. I'm coming back to a level of insanity that is, I think, a little bit more playful. So we're on our way back, from psycho to crazy, then crazy to nutty. Anyway, bye for now. It's a couple of hours later, and Agita's there. One of the babies is here. And one of the babies is there because he was helping me, which I'll show in a second. And the solstice presents for the human family that I'm in contact with occasionally, once a year, and their dogs, Yeah, and I guess I don't see the dogs today because we're meeting at the restaurant. But anyway, so there's a good thing. But anyway, so then we've got I've just stuffed wrapping paper over. I didn't wrap the dog's presents. I mean, the dogs, they don't really need them wrapped. So I just, they can play with the paper, just like my kids play with the paper. Anyway, so we got the human and dog component of the family presents done, and the only person I ever send a card to, who always sends me cards, is my out-of-present friend. So I actually bought a card, and snowflakes on it. But anyway, so the kids usually help me, and one of them is on the. He came and sniffed a bit, but I joke with her that the kids help me tape up the envelopes, and sometimes they play with the tape, which they didn't really today. But so I've taped it up. I tend to do this with envelopes. I rarely mail them, but when I have to, my form of OCD kicks in, and I tape up every seam. So, I'm not going to turn it over, obviously, because the address is already written out. So, all I need to do now is go put a stamp on this and mail it. And maybe buy a couple of those cat wine bottles for the human relatives who like their wine. And my Christmas shopping, everything is done for the year. This is it's it. The hot sauces I bought earlier in the year, and the dog toys I bought yesterday, and 2 bottles of wine for the humans and dogs, and then the card for the for the out of province, friend. I don't exchange cards with the local friends. So sometimes an email going, Merry Solstice on the 25th, and that's about it. So that's it, done. This advantage of being almost totally isolated from humans. Christmas shopping becomes very simple, and it's like one card. My friend, I think, sends 1,000 cards. Hundreds. Well, maybe not 1,000. Hundreds of cards. They send out one. Makes things a lot easier. And I was going to tape like this. 1,000 cards would take a lot of effort. Anyway, so probably just as well I remember it. Anyway, bye for now. Okay, can you believe this? We got one baby there. One baby there. He's a very, very comfortable. She's completely accepted that, a baby can share the bed with her. Possibly even two, and at night, all four of us. Look at that. Is that the same kid? Can you believe that? I mean, I think the goal here is for him he's going to try to eventually, get closer onto that bed. And she's gradually, right now she'll still hiss and growl and get up, but he's inching, they're inching, pretty soon, they're going to be right next to her. Anyway, this is my family, So it's about 3:30, so I might as well take the stuff down to the car and go out and get the wine and just put it directly into the bag. Then I don't have to, worry about it later, and I have to mail that envelope to my friend as well at the post office. So I might as well just go do that now. And then the stuff will be in the car, and then I only need to come back up, spend some time with the kids, get ready, do some laundry, and then head out for my annual get together with human relatives, in a restaurant. And I think I've got enough kids. I might get a little cheese or something while I'm there. This is so easy, find something symbolic. I don't want to. Do they have llama cheese? I don't know if there is such a thing as llama cheese. Maybe goat cheese. Yeah, we'll see. After that, they're down to only 2 bottles, and this year it's black cats, which is, symbolic from our family. We're all black cats, Well, 2 actual black cats, from the kids, from the babies, and then Agita and myself, we're 7 black cats. So she's mostly black cat. I'm an honorary black cat. And then I got this Smirnoff Ice because we used to have a thing with back when I was drinking for a while. My nephew and niece, we used to ice each other, where you have to sneak a thing on and the person has to drink the whole thing down. It's kind of I think it was like a high school, college drinking game or something. But it's kind of fun at the time, though. So, but I'm not icing him. It's just a family tradition now. At Christmas, I give a bottle of Smirnoff Ice. I even got my father to drink some. Complete teetotaler. He liked the taste. It tastes like lemonade. Anyway, so that's my shopping just about done. I'm going to do some bees, and that's it. Guess what song comes on the radio as soon as I get in the car? And I got some more dog treats and stuff for the dogs. I got the cat, the last 2 bottles of cat-shaped bottles of Black Cat wine, and then I got a couple of grocery items for myself and a couple of eggs for them as well, which kind of symbolic, kind of funny, kind of an in joke. So I got I got some stuff. So I think that's now the Christmas shopping for human relatives and dog relatives is completely complete. Now I just got to take up my own groceries. Got to get out of here first, and maybe do laundry at home if I can, and then with the kids, and then get ready. Okay, I'm dressed up. I'm wearing my cat dad. Yeah. I think it shows underneath. They've got cats on them, and they've got cat dad underneath. But we'll be in a restaurant, so I'll keep my shoes on, but I will take them after just to show my this is my Christmas dinner with relatives. So I do want to show my cat dad socks. So we've got the kids there, and we're kind of dressed up. This is I shrunk a little bit, but it's okay. Be in the restaurant, as long as I can feel comfortable and eat and So, but I'll be sitting down, so I prefer them a little longer. But anyway, I'm just about ready to head out. So, kids, Daddy's going out for Christmas dinner or solstice dinner, with the relatives. So, yeah, you know them. I guess I've met them a few times when my parents were here. They used to come quite frequently. Now I think they came once to meet my cousin and her son came to meet the babies when they were very small. So that's about 2.5 years ago. But they haven't been since. So babies, I don't think will remember them. So anyway, kids, I shouldn't be that late. We're just going to a restaurant, so it's not going to be super late. Anyway, see you later. Good. Hello, everybody. It's me, the Nutty Professor.
Is it showing?
Yeah, I'm sure you see that. So I'm not showing my relatives for privacy, anonymity, all of that stuff. I don't show humans. I don't show other people's cats. I change names of cats, fire to flame, and all of that stuff. So anyway, but I've just given them their gifts, and they did kind of dusty dumpster rodent weasels. We got rodent weasels, and we got and my nephew pointed out, but this is a slithering. It's a slitheries. It's a snake. It's phallic. Soft but phallic. So we got all kinds of stuff going on here, And we got your rodent weasels. We got slitherings. We get everything was small, and this has a particular significance, but I won't talk about it on air. No. And there's peppers, and there's hot sauces. I don't think I showed this before, but or maybe I did. But they're chili heads. We went through a whole thing here of bring us the hottest sauces, and they brought this tiny little bit of sriracha, Tabasco, tiny little. We're like, can you bring more? Can you bring more? And then we got chili flakes, and very, very nice. So it was nice. It was nice to touch base, and we covered a lot of ground, and I shared a lot of shit with them. So it was good. It was good to see my human relatives. So I'll see them again next year. Anyway, so bye for now, They seem to like the gifts, particularly the rodent weasel and the slithering ones.
For sure.
Hello everybody, I'm back. There's one baby there. And there's one baby here. I just saw Agita run that way. There's Agita. Hey kids, Daddy met your human relatives, or didn't meet your dog cousins. Because we went to the restaurant, but it was very nice. It was very nice to see them again, and we had a very, very nice long chat. I'm still wearing my cat. I forgot to show them because it was in the restaurant. So I forgot to take off my shoes. I was like, the weirdest thing is the cat dad part is how are you going to show people that? You have to go like that, cat dad. So anyway, I was wearing my cat dad. Okay, I'm just sitting here. I haven't even taken off my cat dad socks or anything. I've just been there reflecting, and it was a very nice time with my human relatives. It was, it was kind of funny at times. I didn't really hold back. I never have, but I didn't hold back much from them. I've always been very honest with these particular relatives, and they've been honest with me. So, we were very close once, and and we talked about all of that, and we talked about the independence and the giving each other space, but it sometimes leads to sort of misunderstandings. I guess I sort of had one with my analyst too. But anyway, it was good. That's all. I mean, it was funny, and it was it was nice to touch base, and it was just it was family. That's like a human family. I mean, it was good. I was joking with them. I said, I kind of badmouthed you podcast, but I didn't really. It was kind of lighthearted, and I did. You look at that footage. I did claim responsibility, and I did today as well as going. Look, I went into solitude too, and I didn't want. And now they've kind of offered on Christmas Day to go see a movie. I don't want to impose, and we're gonna go. But sure, why not? If they're not doing anything, So anyway, that's what. So I'm just here. I'm just readjusting takes me a little while after the human, even though, I mean, they are different because the family, and even though I haven't really seen them in a year, except for my cousin, I did turn to her. And I've said this before in podcasts, that I know that if I really, really need them, and I ask, and I have, they won't say no. But then I didn't want to ask, It's like, but they said that, and they know that if they ever ask me, I will, no matter what time of day or night, I will be there, They know that, So, but now I'm kind of, but the human energy is different. Human family energy is different. Now I'm right back to my own family, the cat family, which I'm kind of, this is my comfort level. So I'm kind of just readjusting to my own family, but it was nice to actually speak human talk rather than cat talk. And like I said, I was very, very honest. I've said things to them that I've hardly even said to myself, I've hardly, but it helped. It really helped to, articulate some of the things that, I hold back from podcasts, and then I, didn't even cover with my analyst because it was so, that was like, one session, and but we were there for like 4 or 5 hours. We closed the place down, so it was good. Kind of caught up. So it was good. That's all I have to say. Yeah. Now I'm gonna put a little effort into taking off my my cat dad socks, and I was thinking, I gotta feed the kids. You know something? I didn't feed the kids before I left. I was going to feed them after I came back, but got back very late. And now we've got a snowstorm apparently coming. So anyway, thank you to the relatives. Thank you, human relatives. It was nice. It was really nice to see you guys again, So, we'll see you maybe in a couple of days. You'll see how, I'm kind of, doing this podcast. I will send it to you, tomorrow. Anyway, bye for now. I just had to decompress for a while. I just got to readjust to the energy. But, now I'm feeding the kids. 2:00. But, I gave them their favorite. They love this tiki mousse, chicken mousse. So, and now I'm just going to spend a little bit more time with the kids, decompress a bit more, and then I go to bed. Oh, that was nice. It was nice. It was very, very grounding. In some ways, it was just, family is family. It's like even human ones, from time to time. And, in a way, we go, it's the only human family that I really did. There's 3 people that I actually, have any contact with. So it was nice to see them again after quite some time. And we worked out a lot of things. Sort of like what I did with the analyst, too. We worked out some misunderstandings and things. So it was good. It was kind of funny. It's kind of good that the girl was on vacation because, talked about some stuff that would have made her start singing Christmas songs. All is well, back home with my own actual family, the furry ones. Anyway, bye for now. There's one baby, there's the other baby, and Agita's there. Had a very good night. I taped a little bit last night. It was really quite, seeing the relatives again. I don't know. It's kind of shifted me back into a space where I feel I can do this. It was really, really important to me. So I'm really quite grateful to them. But anyway, it was kind of funny too. I'm not going to go into, but had a very good night. I didn't make a journal entry at all. Just too much to process. So I just went to bed, and Agita and the baby settled on the bed with me most of the night. In the morning, babies were cuddled with me, and Agita was there. Now got up, and I fed them. They seemed to like the tiki food, and now Agita's here. And babies are there, and I got a very funny version of "Happy Fucking Birthday" from it's not my birthday, but from a relative. I'm not sure which, because there was a number I didn't also recognize in there. But anyway, it was very funny. So and I replied with a clip from my podcast in which I sang in the car the Leonard Cohen song. It was one of my podcasts, and my friend told me never, ever, ever to even semi-sing in public again. So I've said that I'm going to make that my the family tradition. Is that on family birthdays I'm going to sing that song publicly and send that link to the relative in question. So anyway, well, the three that I actually have any contact with, except for my parents, it's a different thing. So anyway, it's another day, and I'm having breakfast of champions, bun with the garlic cream cheese and this Bothwell habanero. I didn't get the goat cheese. That's the significance of that, but I'm not going to go into here. But I got the habanero one. I got some for my relatives, and I got one for myself because this is the place. Bothwell is very near my country house, and there's a car that town is famous for its cheese. It's Bothwell cheese. It's called Bothwell, and there's a huge car show there. I used to go there every year. My parents used to take the Corvette and the Mercedes and the old one. We used to cruise there with the car club members. So anyway, that's so I get that as a kind of a this whole kind of reminiscence for me of car cruising days, and it's got habanero. It's actually quite good, So this is my breakfast. I'm just about to have this, and then I'm going to try to write. And I may edit and post. So this next podcast, I'm going to edit and post, and I'm probably going to send the link only. I'm going to make it public, but I'm going to send the link only to my relatives. I'm pretty much doing it only for them. Other people see it, that's fine. Everything I do is somewhat public, if you wanted to see it. Yeah, but I'm only going to send the link, and my friends may want to see it. If they find it, they'll watch it when they have time. But I will send it to the relatives. So I kind of I kind of led up to it, and then now I have to kind of counteract some of the stuff I said before. So I have to go, I'm very, very, very grateful to have my relatives. And we sorted things out, which was very good, I sort of sorted things out with my analyst too, because, we had a misunderstanding, So but everything's good, and I'm settling back. I'm not sure which space this is, but I'm feeling slightly more semi-human, or whatever it is, semi-feline, whatever the NP is. So there we go. We're okay. Let's put it in the terms I've been using. I'm sort of shifting from semi-psychotic back to crazy. It's a better place for me to be. Eventually we'll go back to nutty, hopefully. Anyway, bye for now. I don't know if you can hear the wind. It's kind of howling. I'm hearing it here because I think there's a ventilation shaft for the fan thing, and the snow out there. Breakfast for champions. This is vegetarian salami. This is Eve's entirely plant-based, and then there's habanero cheese. There's cream cheese, and there's jalapeno peppers. So breakfast for champions. Anyways, we got babies running around all over the place, and we got Agita there. So things are returning gradually to crazy, from cycle. All is well, I'm gonna have my breakfast, and then my starting to get into the routines. Take my diabetes medication and stuff like that. Anyway, bye for now. Everybody, it's now a couple of hours later. I finished my breakfast, and I was just sitting here looking over some of the footage I've taped lately, and I also exchanged, I found out that new number was my cousin's new number, so, exchanged some text with her, and she saw a little clip of the, me sort of singing the chord song, and she said, it's not too bad. She said, you got to own it, and I said, well, technically I didn't sing, but there were some lyrics in there. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat them now, but they're in the podcast. There were some lyrics of the corn song that have a particular significance to some of the things that I've been, experiencing, and some of the, maybe another synchronicity that I take that song before going back to some of the things that, kind of overlap. So anyway, enough said about that. So we got the two babies there, got one there, and we got because I didn't even notice her on the chair. So these two that I didn't look this way. I was going to the bedroom to look for her, but the whole family is here, and it's supposed to be a huge storm. It doesn't look all that so far. Maybe it's just getting started, but it's very windy. It's very windy. You particularly feel it up here. So I still haven't made an entry because there was so much yesterday, so much to sort of process, and I said some things to them, and they asked some questions, and I said some things that I haven't even admitted to myself. So now I'm like going, what exactly did I say? But is there anything in there that kind of going to help with perspective? I think there is with perspective, because I kind of rotated some things, and I kind of saw some things slightly differently. So this is and I like I've said, I don't hold back with these people, and I also want to. I think I've already done this, but I did tell them that I said some slightly critical things, slightly, but it wasn't maliciously meant, and it was also in terms of my own. It fit frameworks and family and tradition and individuality and issues, and we had a thorough discussion about all of that last night. So, but I will, for the record, publicly retract anything that is not entirely complimentary that I may have said about human family, the few human family that I have any contact with. If I said anything at all slightly critical, I retract it. I hereby retract it. So they're not cat people, they're dog people, but I still consider them as close family. So if we meet again, we're supposed to be meeting on Christmas Day, so if they're not doing anything, and to go see a movie. So that used to be our tradition a long time ago. We used to, when the human kids were small, we used to go on Christmas Day to see movies, and we saw the Lord of the Rings ones, a couple of years in a row and stuff like that. So anyway, that's what's. So I've just been processing. I've just been sitting here. I've just been processing. So I'm going to edit, and I've told them that I'm going to edit and post the next podcast, and I do talk about them, but anonymously, of course, and also not revealing. I don't even reveal their professions. I just said that the boy is studying something somewhere. So that's very, very broad, So I don't reveal anything that could, trace identities, even though it's nothing about that. It's really my shit. But again, anonymity, all of that, and I won't reveal anything about other people except that how it interacts with me and how I perceive things. It's my perspectives and stuff, and they really did last night. Just seeing them again, just feeling that I could say anything, and I did. I pretty much said a lot more than I said to anybody. And there was some very heavy stuff in there, but there was also some light stuff, and that's the whole thing. We can laugh about shit, and I can tell them to fuck off playfully. I have told them to fuck off seriously in the past, but that's me. And in kind of I think on a previous podcast I was talking about being the reluctant mystic. And I think I'd suggested maybe I could call myself the fuck-off mystic, It's the fuck-off philosophy. But anyway, last night the fuck-offs were just very, very, they were playful. So I enjoyed seeing them again, and hopefully we'll see them again soon. So, but it helped with the perspective. It really, there was something, about actual family, even though we're not the closest in terms of second cousins or something like that, but there has been a clue. This is the only family that I really can talk to and that I've cared about, except for my parents over the years, and my parents, of course, are very, very complicated. So that's what and there are some thoughts about my journey and perspective. Let's keep that for another podcast, So I need to process, But the discussion with them helped to kind of step back, and some things that when they ask questions and when I explain things, it kind of clarified some things for myself. Now, what those were, I'm not 100% sure now, but I've got to work on that, So, and I talked a little bit more about my own philosophy, my quote unquote philosophy, and the polls, and the this and the that, and my own journey, and where do I go now? Which I don't know yet, but talking about it, and in a setting, in people that I really, really, obviously that I really, really trust, because I told them stuff that I would not tell anybody else. I might write it, but then when I write it, we discussed that. When I write, then I have the option of going, oh, this was fictionalized, this is not really, whatever, where versus podcasts where I'm talking about, things that supposedly really happened. Well, I suppose I could always say I made up stuff in here. Anyway, you know what? I'm starting to ramble incoherently. So for now, I just want to say thank you, human relatives. It was really nice seeing you again. I retract anything that I may have said before, so hopefully we'll meet again, much, much less than a year. So, thanks to humans, if any of my friends stumble onto this, fine. But as I said, I'm doing this one more for the family, so the human family. And of course, as always, for my kids, my ground, So from the four of us, one baby, two baby, Agita, and myself, the semi-psycho nutty professor, inching back. I think we're pretty much in crazy professor mode now. And then the next step is going to be back to being the nutty professor, but with another dimension now. Once you've been semi-psycho and you've gone into the cave, then the nutty professor is, the nutty professor with a twist. Anyway, from the four of us, bye for now. I will probably podcast again on the solstice. So from the four of us, two babies and Agita, and the returning to crazy nutty Professor Ord. Bye for now.